Howdy, everybody. It's the Curly Tub Show, sponsored by Stumpy Pete's House of Ham. Sorry I'm a little late here tonight, folks, but there is some damn crows out there bugging my dog something awful, and I had to take care of business with them, if you know what I mean. There won't be no more problem. So I'd like to start off tonight's program by congratulating Jimmy Ray Baxter on his award that he won last night. Now, could you get that graphic on there? Jimmy Ray is the best baiter in the Tri-County area. Now, Jimmy also invented some kind of a fancy fishing lure, and a little issue came up. It's not a big one, but they was out on Minsker's lake one day, him and his brother Gabby, and they was doing some practice casts out there, and the boat got a little wobbly, and Jimmy gave a cast out there and ripped off Gabby's earlobe there, but he's okay. They got the earlobe and put her on some ice and rushed him to the emergency room, and they sewed him back on there, and he's as good as new. So, congratulations, Jimmy Ray, on your Master Baiter Award. Now, the topic for tonight's show is Ship-Hi in Transit. It's about the origins of the word shit. Now, the missus there, she's on them damn internets thing again, and I made the mistake of going in there and seeing what she was looking at, and it was about this origins of this word, you see, and they is trying to tell us that these Europeans from the old country there, France and England and what have you there, and they was coming over here in ships sometime after Columbus, and they was bringing over manure, you see, and they had it in the bottom of their ships so they could grow crops over here, because our soil was not very good. But by the time they's got here, it was all wet and moldy and salty and stuff, and they just couldn't use it. So they got in their ships and they went back over there to the old country, and they talked amongst themselves, and they came up with this idea to put the manure in on the top deck, try to keep it dry. And they put a sign on there that said Ship-Hi in Transit. But half of them fellers over there couldn't read, they had no teeth, and they weren't too bright, so they came up with this idea. Can you put that graphic up there? I'll show you what they did. They took the words Ship-Hi in Transit, and they done away with all them other letters on there, and they just kept the first one of each word, and it spells shit. That's what they is trying to tell you of the origins of that word there. Now, that is a bunch of hogwash. I have solid evidence that my great ancestor, Oliver Tubbs, invented that word back in 1602. Now that's been passed on from granddaddy to daddy and generation all the way down to the present. And Arnold and me is going to do what you call a reenactment of my great ancestor Oliver Tubbs inventing the word shit. Now, can we roll that? Yeah, roll that, would you?
How's come we ain't got no lines we're saying?
Well, I'll tell you, I really couldn't think of anything.
Hey, Curly, no offense, but this is really stupid.
Don't you worry about that. This is what you call a reenactment. Your job is to just walk and shut up.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Arnold, you want some chewing tobacco?
Well, hell yes, I want some.
Okay, let's do it. Damn, Marl, did you step on a skunk or something? I ain't standing downwind from your stinking ass. That ain't right.
What? I don't know what the problem is.
The problem is, you should maybe think about wiping your butt or something. You'd be attracting wildlife. Let's just take a walk and maybe the wind will blow that stench away.
Okay, always getting on to me about something.
Hey Arnold, what'd you have for breakfast?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Not really.
Hey, Curly, you see a sign over there?
I sure do. Let's go take a look at that.
No stupid people beyond this point. That sign ain't talking about us, is it?
I don't know. Let's just pretend we didn't even see it.
That sounds like a good idea. Let's just go on and walk.
Hey, Curly, you know what? I'm sick of this hat.
Well, that's a good place for it right there.
Hey, Curly, look. What the hell is that?
I don't know. What is it?
That looked like something that fell out of an animal's butt or something.
Yep. It sure does.
What you think we ought to call it?
I think we ought to call it shit.
That is the true origin of the word shit. Now, you just can't believe anything you see on them internets thing. That's all communism or conspiracy stuff. I don't know what it is, but and I got to get the missus off of that because I look all the time and it's driving me buggy. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you to our new sponsor. Weed Killer number 125. Once again, this is the original bottle from the year 1962. I know there's stuff out there like Weed Be Gone and Raid and what have you, but this is the best. There won't be a weed alive when you use number 125. If you remember, a couple of weeks back, Stumpy Pete had a special going on where if you buy his one of his delicious ham and tasty bean meals, he would throw in some free beer on top of that, and it turned out pretty good for him. There was an incident or two. A few fellers got a little too drunked up, and they had to be escorted out of the building. So Stumpy, he got himself a couple of ex-rodeo clowns, hired them as bouncers just to make sure there's no trouble. The only tip I have, same as last time, get there early, because those drunken yahoos are going to go at that ham like a duck on a June bug. And that's my tip for the night, and that's pretty much the end of my show. So see you all next week.